Topic area number 11, workstation preparation for next client. The instructions that they are going to read to you read, this evaluation is daily workstation preparation for the next client. 10 minutes will be provided to prepare your daily workstation for the next client. The proctor will announce when there are 5 minutes left to finish. When you complete your tasks, please stand quietly. You may start. Timing begins now. So during this section, a lot of people get confused and think that this is when they are packing up for the rest of the day. You're just preparing this area for your next client. So this is when you actually are just going to be disinfecting again. You put your gloves on, you disinfect your table, your wipe and your gloves go into the single-use bag. You sanitize your hands and you wait for your examiner to give you further instructions. Your mannequin at this point can also come down and go into your multi-use bag. You may want to put a processing cap over your mannequin to keep the cholesterol contained, or you can sit your mannequin down into your multi-use bag just as it is. The capes and the towels and all of that can go into multi-use as well, which is what I'll do. So I have 10 minutes set on my timer and I'm going to start. I'm going to sanitize my hands. I'm going to remove my client with all of the drapes and everything, because all of that is multi-use, and then I'm going to put her down into my multi-use bag. Then I am going to put on my gloves. And get my disinfecting wipes. And I am going to wipe off my entire workstation. So that is one thing that I will say throughout the video, is that when I did use the wipes, I didn't wipe everything down. It's like during this portion, I would wipe everything down from corner to corner. Your spray bottle, water bottle, hand sanitizer, barrier cream, your first aid kit. So this actually didn't happen to me while I was making these videos. I didn't drop anything that I needed for the exam, for any of the sections, or I didn't run out of anything that I needed for the rest of the exam. I'm just going to take my gloves off and then I'll sanitize my hands, step back, and I would be complete with this section. So that's what I want to talk briefly about, is what happens if you knock your hand sanitizer off into the floor, or you cut yourself. So first example, I knocked my hand sanitizer off into the floor. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. If I have gloves on already, I can get a barbicide wipe out. I can pick the hand sanitizer up. I can wipe that hand sanitizer off, put it back on my workstation, throw away the wipe and the gloves, sanitize my hands, and then put new gloves on to continue doing what I was doing before. And then the next thing was blood spill procedure. So with this examination, there is not a certain blood spill procedure that they want you to follow. So what I teach and what I would recommend for you guys to do is, in your first aid kit, to make sure that you have Band-Aids. This one from the Dollar Tree only has Band-Aids in it. There's nothing else that comes in this first aid kit besides Band-Aids. If you are somebody that is just, you know that you're going to be nervous and you know that you're going to cut yourself, I would make sure that you have gauze and also another baggie in here, like another little Ziploc baggie, or even like the sandwich baggie. It doesn't even have to have a zip on it. That way, if you were to cut yourself, you're going to immediately stop what you're doing, grab a paper towel, apply pressure onto the cut. Apply pressure onto it until it's not bleeding as bad. Then you will lay out another paper towel so that you have something to put all of your dirty stuff on. You will sanitize your hands. You will get into your first aid kit and get a Band-Aid. Bandage your finger up. You will then put all of that contaminated stuff into that other little baggie that you have in your first aid kit. Tie that up and throw it away. Then you would want to put your gloves on, disinfect. Put your gloves on and use your barbicide wipes to disinfect your work area because now it's become contaminated. So now you have disinfected your work area. Throw that wipe and those gloves into single use. You still have a bandage on your finger, so for as long as that Band-Aid is on your finger throughout whatever part of the exam you're on, you would put a glove on and continue to wear that glove for the rest of the exam. Your final instructions that they will read off to you read, "This concludes your PSI National Practical Test. Please make certain your floor is clean of debris and your workstation has been cleaned and disinfected. Clear your work area of all items you have brought into the room. Return all trash and supplies to your kit to carry out with you. When you are finished, raise your hand and wait for the proctor to sign off on your work area. Test takers begin your test cleanup." So this part doesn't have timing for it. I'm going to get in my kit, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put everything all of my multi-use in here. I'm going to put all of my single use in here, and then I'm going to gather all of these items off of my station as well to put in here. So gather all these items up. I'm going to close my water bottle. You are not evaluated on this portion of the exam either. So this isn't something that they're marking you for sanitation. So all of that is going to go in there, and then I would put all of that, my stand, in the bag. This would be closed up. My bag is packed, everything is in there. I'm going to raise my hand. The examiner is going to come over. She's going to say, "Check, you're ready to go." And then when everybody gets the check, they would say the exiting instructions. "PSI would like to thank you for coming today. You will receive your score report via email within 48 hours. Please direct any questions about your results to the email address or phone number listed on your score report. We cannot answer any questions about the test or your test results. Have a great day. You are excused." And then that concludes your PSI exam.